All right, welcome. We're going to jump right in and challenge a huge assumption a lot of us have that your 20s are just, a practice run for real life. But what if the science actually shows they're the most decisive decade you'll ever have?
So let's really dig into that question because the answer, it could totally change how you approach your career, your relationships, really your whole future. It's a bit of a confronting idea, I get it, but it is the key to making this decade really count.
It's so easy to treat these years like a dress rehearsal before the real show starts. But the science, it tells a completely different story. Your 20s aren't the rehearsal, they are the main event. This is when you are literally building the foundation you're going to live on for the rest of your life.
Okay, so why? Why are these years so incredibly high stakes? Well, the answer isn't just about the choices you make on the outside, it's about what's happening inside your own head. And we're not just talking psychology here, we're talking hard science, the biology of your developing brain.
And this is the magic number, 25. That's roughly the age your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that handles long-term thinking, finally finishes developing. Think about that. For the first half of your 20s, you're basically flying a jumbo jet while the cockpit is still under construction. Wild, right?
And this is why so many of us feel that constant tug of war, right? On one side, you've got your big long-term goals. On the other, there's that powerful pull of I want it now. It's because the CEO of your brain hasn't fully taken over yet. It's like the interns are running the show, making some pretty impulsive calls. This comparison here just lays it all out. This is the core risk. You're making some of the biggest decisions of your life, career, who to partner with, money, at the exact moment your brain is hardwired for short-term rewards. It's a total developmental mismatch. The demands of your life are literally outpacing your brain's ability to plan for them. So, because of this biological reality, you're uniquely vulnerable to one of the biggest, most common traps of your 20s. We're going to call it salary sedation, and it's basically the powerful and kind of dangerous drug of comfort. I mean, think about it. A comfortable, steady salary, it feels incredible, right? It gives you security, it calms down that anxiety, it feels like you've made it. But just like any powerful drug, that amazing feeling of comfort can have a really serious, unintended side effect. And this is pretty much how it happens, step by step. First, you land that good job with a comfortable salary. Then you start making choices that prioritize that comfort over a real challenge. And before you even know it, that fire you had, that ambition for something bigger or riskier, it just slowly gets sedated. And eventually, you can wake up and realize you're trapped by the very lifestyle that comfort created. Now, let's be super clear here. The money itself isn't the enemy. The trap is the invisible trade-off you're making. It's about asking yourself, am I consciously choosing this path, or am I just accidentally trading away my future potential for the comfort I can have right now? Okay, so let's zoom out and talk about the ultimate consequence of all these choices, and that's the very formation of your identity. This is where everything we've been talking about really comes to a head. See, you don't just wake up one day when you're 30 and poof, you have a fully formed identity. It's not something you find. It's something you build, piece by piece. And the really crucial idea here is that your identity crystallizes. And it crystallizes based on one key factor, the choices you make when things get tough. And this comparison just nails it. Your identity is literally forged in the fire of the challenges you choose to take on. So if you spend your 20s dodging difficulty and just chasing comfort, well, you risk ending the decade with a pretty fragile, undefined sense of who you actually are. It's about making that high-stakes career move that scares you. It's about navigating those messy, difficult relationships. It's about pushing through financial uncertainty because you're chasing a bigger goal. These are the moments that crystallize who you become. Every single challenge you overcome isn't just a cool story to tell later. It's another brick in the foundation of your identity. All right, now, after hearing all of that, you might be feeling a little, stressed? But look, the point of all this isn't to scare you. Not at all. It's meant to empower you. This isn't a prediction of doom and gloom. It's your blueprint for action. Because understanding these truths about your brain, about the trap of comfort, about how your identity is really formed, it arms you. It gives you the ability to navigate your 20s with real powerful intention. It gives you the foresight you need to play the long game. So we're going to leave you with this question. The challenges you take on today are literally building the person you will be tomorrow. So, who are you choosing to become? Because this isn't some far-off theory, it's a choice you're making every single day. The power to build that person isn't somewhere off in the future. It's right here, in your hands, right now, in this decisive decade.